Hey everyone, in this video, we're going to walk through how to create a field generation prompt template in Salesforce. We're going to create this prompt template based on a real world example, where we'll add the prompt template to a field on the case object called case summary. Since most support agents handle multiple cases daily, and summarizing case resolutions can be time consuming, this template should save agents time by automatically generating case summaries with AI. But before we start, it's important to understand the purpose of this particular prompt template. Field generation prompt templates are designed to leverage generative AI to automate the population of fields on the Lightning record pages. This feature helps users generate useful information, such as summaries or descriptions, without manual input, saving time and ensuring consistency. It enhances productivity by enabling faster data entry and more informed customer interactions. For example, a common scenario many companies face is managing customer support cases. Support agents often need to summarize the status of open cases for a specific account before engaging with the customer. Manually creating these summaries can be time-consuming. With a field generation prompt template, AI can automatically generate a concise summary of open cases, allowing agents to focus on resolving customer issues rather than compiling information. Before we start creating our prompt template, we need to complete some prerequisites. The first prerequisite being creating the case summary field on the case object. So from setup, we'll click on Object Manager. We'll navigate down to Cases. From here, Fields and Relationships. Click New. And for the case summary field, we're going to select Text Area Long. It's important to note that the data types that are supported for field generation prompt templates are any of the text data types as long as they're not read-only. Field generation prompt templates are not compatible with read-only fields. So we'll go ahead and click Next, and we'll label this Case Summary. Although it's best practice to never leave these two fields blank, for the purpose of time, I'm going to. So we'll click Next, and then Save. All right, so now that we've created our Case Summary field, next we'll navigate to Prompt Builder. So from the Quick Find box, we'll type in Prompt Builder. And then from here, we'll click on New Prompt Template. So by default, our prompt template type is already on field generation, so we'll keep that. For the prompt template name, I'll name it Case Summary Template. For the template description, we'll just say summarizes cases, short and sweet. For the object, we'll select case. And then for the object field, we'll select case summary. So from here in the prompt template workspace, we'll create our prompt. For the sake of time, I'm going to paste the prompt template that I already have written. If you want, you can pause the video and type along. But as you can see in the prompt template workspace, summarize the resolution of this case in 2 to 3 sentences, including the main issue reported, troubleshooting steps taken, and the final resolution. Leverage the following case fields to generate the case summary. And as you can see, I have the various fields with the placeholders. So for each of these placeholders, I'm going to replace it with a merge field from this resource box. So we'll start with contact name, click in the resource box, click case, and then you could just type contact, click on contact ID, and then we'll search name, and we'll select full name. Next, we have account name. So again, we'll click on case, search for account, on account ID, and then from here, we can click account name. And then for the sake of time, I'm going to repeat this for the rest of the fields, and then just skip ahead to the next part. Okay, so now that we're done with the prompt template workspace, the next thing I'm going to do is change the template properties. I'm going to change this model to OpenAI GPT-4. It's just a personal preference. You can really choose whatever model you'd like. I've gotten the best results from that model, but feel free to choose whatever model works best for you. Next, I'm going to save this template, and then after saving, I'm going to click Activate. So the next thing we'll do is preview how this prompt template will work with a real record in this preview section here. With the special developer org that we're using for this example, there are no existing case records. So in this org, if you click under the related records and search cases, you won't find any. So in order to preview this prompt template, we'll go ahead and create a case. So in a new tab, I'm going to open the Sales app. And now that I'm thinking about it, we could have opened the Service app as well, since we are working with the case object. But either way, there is a case tab here, so we'll click on Cases. And then from here, you can see that I created a case. You'll have to create your own new case, but I'll click into this so you can copy the information. So when you create your new case, I've titled mine the subject of unable to log into contact center. It's important that you fill out as many fields as possible, especially the fields that we used as merge fields in the prompt template. So things like priority, contact name, account name. If we scroll down, you'll see the subject and the description. User attempted to log into contact center application via single sign-on and was presented with an error message. all of these fields will be leveraged when the prompt template is sent to the LLM. So once you create your case, we'll navigate back to the prompt builder, and in the related record box, we'll type in our case number. The preview language is optional, but I'm going to select English and then click preview. As you can see, the resolution is the same as our prompt template, but instead of merge fields, it provides the actual Salesforce data from the case record. And then the response here is what we would expect in the case summary field once we generate the information via the Einstein button. So as you can see, it says, Tim Barkley from Bank of Frank reported a high priority issue via email regarding an inability to log into the contact center application through single sign-on, receiving an error message instead. After troubleshooting the problem, it was resolved by the Salesforce admin, who was contacted as instructed by the error message. So if we didn't like this response, we could create a new version of the prompt template and iterate over it, make changes up here, save and activate again. But I like the response that was generated, so we'll keep this. So the next and final step is to add the prompt template to the Case Lightning record page. So we'll navigate back to home. From here, we'll navigate back to the Sales app, type in sales. We'll next navigate to the Cases tab. We'll click on our case. And then from here, from the gear icon, we'll select the gear icon and then select Edit Page. So from here, we'll click under the Details section on the fields here. And then in order to use the prompt template, we actually have to upgrade this to a dynamic form. So we'll click Upgrade Now, click Next. We're going to choose the regular case layout and then select Finish. So now that we've converted this to a dynamic form, if we scroll all the way down, we should find our case summary field, which it's right here. We'll click on that. And coincidentally, we actually have this pop-up that says Assign Prompt Templates, which is exactly what we're about to do. So under the prompt template, we'll select our template, Case Summary Template. And if you notice, after we selected the prompt template, there's this little Einstein guy down here. So now we'll click Save, and then we'll click Activate, and we'll assign it as the org default, desktop and phone. Click Next, Save, and then once it saves, we'll click the back button to get back to the case record. So now we're back on the case record. If we scroll down to the case summary, you'll see that we have a pencil icon, but it looks different than the others. If we click on that, you'll notice this little star icon. We'll click on that. So after clicking on that button, you'll see that Salesforce generated information based off of our prompt template and the case record. The response that was generated is the same response that we saw in Prompt Builder. So we have the option to click Use, and then it'll take this information and save it into the case summary. Or if we don't like the response, we can ask Salesforce to generate a new one. For the purpose of this video, I'm just going to click Use. And if we collapse this, you'll see that that information is now in the case summary field. And then I'll go ahead and click Save. So as you can see, field generation prompt templates can be a really useful tool for your users. To recap on some of the benefits of this template, in the case of this video, it saved us time by automating the field population of the case summary field. These prompt templates can also ensure consistency in data entry. They can enhance productivity by streamlining workflows, and they can also facilitate more effective communication with customers. So that's all I have for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Thank you all for watching today, and I'll see you in the next video.